The only thing I worry about is my groin, because I never wear a cup. So, and relax, same thing. Body and then the feet. Okay? What's important is the feet. Attack, keep attacking, attack. No little punch. One little punch, we can throw a big elbow. We practice a lot of entries, not the whole technique. Because I want you to feel like it's all based on that initial, you know, I can practice 5 things, but I rather sometimes practice only 2 and make those 2 awesome. Because the other 3 are based on the first 2. If the first 2 don't happen because you're slow, because you're sloppy, because we are sloppy, because of whatever, there's no 3, 4, and 5. Now, don't worry about the disarming, please. Just feel like you're practicing more the control and the entry. Makes sense? And the second one, I separate even more. Don't think about the gun, it's the same thing right now. Okay, when I go for disarming, I just grab the gun and take it away. Something, I can go into a machine gun takedown and take him down. Sometimes it might be just let go and I keep hitting him. If it's a knife, I might be able to get away. But if he's coming through right now, again, as I'm coming in, I need to feel like, again, grab the gun at any point. Again, that's why I said, again, before disarming, usually there's another level of control, okay? You take the gun, and again, I go past him in this direction. For control, if I have control, I go to disarming. If I don't have control, I don't disarm. Then it goes back to the Erica situation. Just make sure you still go through, attack, you switch your hands, deliver, you tap and rack, and then I want that other hand out. That other hand still make sure that if he attacks me with a knife or whatever else, I am still able to handle with this hand, because at least in, this is more one of my instructors, but people that I really like and stuff, because we actually looked into it a lot, and it is true. Most of the time when people are in close range with 2 hands on the gun, if he's rushing in, it's gonna be this. The hands don't detach. Okay? Once I decide to go for the gun, or the knife, or whatever, disarm me, I look, and I look back. She's still the problem. Why do I look? What am I looking for?
Another weapon?
I want to make sure the gun is still there. That's the first thing. If I look, I come back. I have to be able to do this disarming without looking. If the person is standing, the person is a threat. Okay? So I have to minimize. I can't just go through here and look and then be focused only on this. You understand? I mean, it's important. Okay? I need you to feel like you're still kind of looking once you go in. I still need to feel that I'm looking at her as much as possible. But listen, the hand is attached to the rest of her body. You have to kind of feel it. I would say don't put the hand in front of the barrel. You're still looking, back. Then put the hand there. If the gun is not there, you know what, it's good. If the gun is there, disarm it properly. But you don't take your eyes off the person, ever. Okay, the same reason I'm here, my feet can be 2 legs side by side, because I'm working movement or whatever else. I'm talking no gun right now, okay? If I'm closer, my base is lower. Why? Because I'm worried about taking it down. Okay, his weight and my weight, everything goes down. Okay, remember, clean is important. Okay, good, that's right. Okay. That's how I want you to train. I want you to stop putting this like, everything is like a shock. 2 times. Like, part. If my head is up, my hips stay down. Okay? So I need to make sure that my head is down so that my hips can go all the way out if I want to. That's why wrestlers do bridging, okay, so they can get a better bridge. Now for us, sometimes it's a little bit difficult, but I still want you to feel like even at the shoulder, you can get a decent bridge if your head stays down. Other thing that is important is you're coming through. I want you to feel like, again, as you're starting to bridge, this far leg takes you all the way around. And I'm keeping that shoulder down until I'm all the way at 90 degrees. The attack, where you're attacking him, or counter-attacking, in the same spot where they started, that means that you're fighting in neutral. So if you are worried about going to the ground,
My question is, as a, not you, but like it's more a rhetorical question, but kind of as a question for our community. You are my community, I am your community. For all of us is, what are we doing about it? You know what I'm saying? I mean, because most of the time I see people that are worried about going to the ground, but they don't do enough. I mean, if you're in the UFC and I know that I'm fighting a grappler, what is I'm gonna do every training I go? Push your hips back. You see, you're trying to get out, just keep it going. You have to first create distance between your hips and her. She is controlling your hips. Shrimp. But that's not really shrimp, that's more than you snuggling. You gotta get those hips away. Let's go, one more time. Okay, let's go. Shrimp, push your hips away. There. Steps. But what I mean is just that it's a lot more difficult for me to break this. Okay? You'll see this when you're doing gun defense, your elbow is locked. Why? Because I'm driving from my legs to the gun. If your elbow is bent, you're driving with your arms. Exactly. You know, to grapple without punches, you don't know it with punches. It's good. It's fine. Go all the way to his back. You have to stay down. By the way, good shrimping is with your head down. Okay? Why? Because if somebody knows chokes, like last night you saw the guy getting choked out if you watch the UFC, that's how your neck is vulnerable. If my head is here, there's no choke. Okay? He can't put his arm around it. If my head is here, that's if you get choked out. Okay, very common. Tight. There you go. Now what? Good. Good, you're fine. If you want to, then you can start working also the other. See how you're working. Good. Don't, you see you're pushing yourself away. Don't push yourself away. You know, stay hug me back. Exactly. And then work yourself around it. It's going to be work. If you see, I'm giving you, leg is up. Relax. Exactly. Okay. Hook the leg. Push. And now push your body around. Here. Let me see.
From there, so.
Drive him back a little bit. Good, drive him back. Let's go, ready? You see pushing, it's pushing. It's not just here, it's not pulling towards it. Okay? Questions? Make it better, please. Not better, harder, just putting more flavor in. Okay, let's go. Ready? Go, look down. Look it over. Stop. What are you, in prison? Put your hands in front. Oh, gotcha. Okay, it's important, you know, but don't attack like, if your awkwardness is the enemy. Good. Attack. Let's go. Attack. Let's go. Let's go. Good. Nice and easy. Always control. Careful. Let's go.
Let's go. Go, other way.
Breathe. Breathe. One breath, guys. One breath, so at least that solves this problem. Because everybody's going back to, we're going back. Exactly, much better. Trigger, do that side.
Grab. Remember that funny step that I told you? That step coming through. And then we do this arm. Remember, it's to the left side of the hand, so you need to break it down away. Okay?
Elbow is tight, pinky is above the elbow, I'm still always looking at hand. I attack, I look at the gun, is there, look back. I have to disarm without looking. Okay, here, come up, turn, attack, and then push away. Now remember, even with this one, can you throw a kick faster? When you're going, your hand leads and you go. Ready, go. Okay, look at yourself in the mirror, not the feet. See this one is pulling back?
Yeah.
Arm straight. Okay, up, up. Up.
Okay.
I know you tell me okay, but you're not doing it. Up, up. Exactly. Good. Careful. Just go.
Freeze there. Yeah, we're supposed to grab my hand.
Ready? Go.